Hey guys, it's Loaded here. Just doing a commentary. Actually, this is gonna be my opinions on Black Ops. Uh, on right now, I'm playing Domination on Grid. I'm using the AK-74U with attached with uh, grip and extended mags with Ghost Pro, Warlord, and I think Ninja Pro. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I'm using. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get straight into it. There are some things in Black Ops that I don't like, and there are a lot of things that I do like. Overall, do I think it's better than Modern Warfare 2? I would say definitely. And I say this because it runs a lot smoother. A lot of people are complaining about the graphics, but honestly, I, I love. I mean, well, I wouldn't say I love it, but I would rather take a game that has less graphics, which honestly I don't even notice. I think the graphics are completely fine, but others disagree. But honestly, I'd take a game that has a little bit worse graphics. I wish I could talk. Worse graphics over a game that doesn't run smoothly. Um, so, I mean, in in actuality, I think this is much better than Modern Warfare 2. I'm glad that they took out Danger Close and One Man Army. Everybody was praying for that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Demolition, not Domination. Anyways, so they took that out and they put the noob tube as the most expensive attachment. Now, honestly, that doesn't really mean much because you can get 3,000 credits pretty fast. Because that's how much the grenade launcher costs. It's really not that hard to get 3,000 credits, but even then, uh, the noob tubes aren't as strong, and you don't see as many people using them really. I don't know if it's just because the people that want to use noob tubes stay behind in Modern Warfare 2 that way because they can do that, or if it's just people exploring the guns and seeing what's good and what's not. Uh, or if it's a matter of those people haven't gotten that game yet, but I'm not really sure. But for the most part, I haven't really seen too many noob tubes, and even then, you can use flak jacket and you can take a noob tube just fine. And Another thing that I do like is I'm on board with them taking away stopping power. I say this because it gives a lot more variance in the second tier perk um, category. Like right now, I'm using Warlord. On my other classes, I might use Sleight of Hand. I might use what is it? Hardened. I might use some other stuff like that. But I mean, stopping power isn't dominating what you're using, which I'm really glad that they took that out. Um, and some people don't really like this game because they say, oh, it's so much harder to kill somebody. But really, I mean, if you look back at it, how hard was it to kill people in Modern Warfare 2? It was really hard when it first came out because you didn't know what guns to use, what guns were good, what attachments to use, and all that kind of stuff. So really, I mean, all the people that are complaining about it, oh my god, this game is so much worse than Modern Warfare 2, it's because you haven't gotten used to the game yet. And how I see it, Modern Warfare 2, you were babied. You were given the guns, you were given everything that you could get, but in Black Ops, it's like being sent out into the world after college. I mean, you have to pay for your own stuff. Sure, you may have the ability to get it, but you have to pay for your own stuff. And if something doesn't work out right, you pay the cost of it. And I'm really glad that they actually did that. Now, something that I don't know. This is minor, um, but the spawning. I mean, it's bad, but I mean, if you look back at it, the spawning in Modern Warfare 2 wasn't any good either, and that's the truth. It's just it's nearly impossible for Treyarch to predict the movement of a human character. It's highly well, damn near impossible, really. Because I mean, you can't predict like what somebody's gonna do. I mean, sure, you may be able to do a thing like if you're close, if you're within a certain amount of feet or meters from somebody, you won't spawn there. But I mean, it's hard to do that because sure, you may spawn somewhere when it's clear, but then within the 5 seconds that you spawn, somebody could move towards you, and you may blame that on terrible spawning. But really, you spawn in a good spot, and then people move towards you. So I find that as a minor issue because there is terrible spawns in Modern Warfare 2, whether you admit it or not. It happened. Um, there's also people saying that it's harder to win gunfights and they're unbalanced, blah blah blah, whatever. Um, I still see it as people aren't getting used to the game yet. Because, well, right now, I mean, I found a gun that I'm good with, but I mean, it took me a long time. I'm level 45 and I just found a gun that I'm good with. mean, I've been using the AK-74U, I've been using the Galil, I've used the AK-47, I've used the FAMAS, I've used pretty much every gun there is, and finally, at level 45, I've found my gun that I can use. So really, I think the people that are saying it's so hard to kill people, and that the recoil is so bad, I think it's just they haven't found the right gun. And I think that's a big part of it. I mean, because in Modern Warfare 2, at the start, may not remember, but at least for me, it was still hard to kill people because I didn't know what guns to use and that kind of stuff. Um, so, I mean, that's just a thing that'll carry on. And also, people are saying it's a bad game because of some. I can't really remember, but I mean, it's just some stupid stuff. But granted, the matchmaking is absolutely terrible. That needs to be fixed. They said they were going to fix that in the upcoming patch, which is going to be in a few days. So I mean, that'll fix the party system, because as it is now, it's very, very tough to get into a game with a party of 45, which I'm not really a big fan of, because I don't like to play games without a party. Even though right now I am in a game without a party, it's very unlikely that you'll get a group of randoms that actually know what they're doing. So that's why I like to play in a party. But with this matchmaking system, it doesn't really lend to parties because it's just not really working too well right now. But like I said, I mean, this game is really new. I mean, it's not even been out a week. I mean, it'll be out a week on Tuesday. So, I mean, granted, the game's going to be terrible within the first week because, well, I think, I don't know how to say this, but I think the game would have been better if they had an open beta, because you would have had the people that play it like just to get kills, the people that play objective games like Team Deathmatch, and the people that play it with noob tubes or things like that, because to play that game. Because my feeling with the closed beta is that you'll get high-level people that actually know how to play objective games and are focused towards the objective, and generally don't like to use overpowered things. So I think having an open beta would have helped a lot of these problems. I think the matchmaking system could have been repaired if they had an open beta, but you never really know. I mean, that's just my feelings on it. But I mean, I could be wrong, and I probably am. I mean, I'm sure Treyarch was working on matchmaking from the beta. Again, I could be wrong, it could not be. But matchmaking is a big deal that I'm kind of disappointed about. I wouldn't say angry, but I'm quite disappointed because, you know, you just don't, you're not able to play as a team easy, and that's a big problem for me, like I said. But I mean, I do like pretty much everything else. I mean, the guns are really good. I'm glad they added recoil to the guns, unlike Modern Warfare 2, where most of the guns don't have much recoil, except for the LMGs and that kind of stuff. But you know, it's really all about finding the gun that you like. And fortunately, I found mine. But I think most people that are complaining about not being able to kill somebody is just they haven't found the right gun. I mean, granted, there are those few that maybe there's connection problems, or there are some overpowered guns. But I think for the most part, it's just because the game is new, and you know, they just haven't been able to find the right equipment, right gun, right perks, all that kind of stuff to use. And the money system has kind of aided that, because although you have the ability to unlock the guns and the perks, you don't have to. But with the money system, I mean, like, you only get so much money to spend, and I think having that aids towards people not being as skilled with, or not getting up to the skill level as quickly, because they aren't just given to you to where you can just test them out without having to actually do something within that level to get enough points to unlock that attachment or gun or perk. So I think that's a big deal, but I think once the game keeps on progressing, I think people will get used to what guns they're going to be using and all that kind of stuff. One thing that I've heard that they're going to fix is the actual ability to hear people with Ninja Pro, which I'm actually kind of excited about, because you guys know I have a Trident AX720, and that actually helps a lot with competitive gaming. But this video is about to come to an end. I'm pretty sure I go 53 and 18 or something like that, something ridiculous like that. But I mean, those are my opinions on Black Ops, guys. I mean, everything that I addressed, I think, is the main good and bad, or what should be fixed or what shouldn't, or what have you. So that's about it, guys. Peace. Thanks for watching.